Hey, it's Chris Klopper with the Ruth Chris Real Estate Team, and I just want to thank you all for reaching out and with your questions, emails, text messages, asking us, Chris, Ruth, what's happening in the real estate market today? And quite frankly, there's so many different sources of information in the news, and most of it is misinformation. So we're here to give you the real statistics, the real data, and tell you where things are actually at in the real estate market today. So looking at the chart here, I have a breakdown for the Katy real estate market, and Houston's such a huge city. We just wanted to focus on just a bit of a smaller market as it makes it easier to interpret this type of information. And so here for Katy, we have year over year, 2019 versus 2020. Let's take a look at what happened in March. And so in 2019, in March, there was a total of 343 homes that were sold at an average price per foot of $106 just over, and a sales price of $270,000. And so here in 2020 of March, I just want to, before I show you this, say that we had a surge of activity, one of the busiest first quarters and starts to the year that we've ever had, and it was the same for most of the real estate agents I talked to. A lot of it was the interest rates. So let's take a look here. In March of this year, there's a total of 380 recorded sales, which was an 11% increase. It's rather astounding numbers there, at a price per square foot of $109.41, which is up, and average sales price of $300,000, which is an 11% increase again, folks. So it's just great to see, where things were trending, the momentum that we had there at the end of March of this year. And so looking here, we have the first 3 weeks of April. Let's take a look in 2019 what happened. There was a total of 223 recorded sales at an average price per foot of just over $107 and an average sales price of $285,000. So now we all know here, the middle of March is when our world changed. The lockdown started and social distancing and whatnot. So really, let's see what happened here in the first 3 weeks of April this year. Those numbers are, there was 191 recorded sales, which yes, it is 14% down year over year, but that's to be expected with the social distancing and some of the measures, precautionary that people were taking. I completely respect it. But the price per square foot was $112.58, which is up 5%. Very encouraging, and an average price, sales price of $305,000, which is up 7% from the $285,000 last year in 2019. So even up over the March's numbers. So we're still seeing a nice little trend going upwards in terms of appreciation and value increases. Down here, we have the current heartbeat of the market today. What's happening, what's pending, where are things going? And so right now we have a total of 92 homes option pending, which means they went under contract in the last 7 to 10 days, folks. So that's a very strong number, especially with everything going on. We even have another 364 homes pending to close, which will close in either the month of April or for sure in the month of May. And so right now, in terms of the listed inventory, nationally, we're down about 34%. But here in the Houston local market, we're between 15 and 20%, depending on price point and just the geographic area. But what does that mean? Essentially, that correlates into lower amount of inventory, less competition if you're a seller on the market, and fewer choices for buyers to make. And right now, the people who are out and about are the super serious, I need to do something buyers. And so they have less options on the table. So it's right now we're seeing an advantage for the people who are actually doing something. So I do hope that you found this information insightful and helpful in giving you a good idea and understanding of what's really happening in our real estate market today. As I've always said, we value and appreciate the opportunity to be your trusted real estate resource. And if you want this type of breakdown for your neighborhood or your area where you live, please feel free to call, text, or email, and we'll be happy to get this type of information to you. Thanks for watching this video. I'm Chris Klopper with the Ruth Chris Real Estate Team. I hope to connect with you soon.